Wow. Breaking news. The Woj bomb is here. The most exciting week of the NBA season, in my opinion, is here. And it started with a huge trade, I think. Grizzlies, Pelicans. And it has a lot of ramifications for the rest of the league, for the teams that are drafting, I would say 6 through 16, right? And covering the Kings here in Sacramento, I believe this could have some implications on how they make their moves and how the rest of the league accordingly makes their moves, because this trade has a lot of interesting pieces to it. Let's break down the trade first, right? How's everybody doing? I'm excited, man. This is going to be a hell of a week where we provide a ton of coverage. If you guys haven't checked out our breakdowns, please check them out. Worked hard on every single one of them. If you haven't checked out our podcasts, our video podcasts are all available here on the Basketball Zone Cowbell Kingdom YouTube channel. They're also available on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. Shout out to Valley Tire Center as always for always supporting the Cowbell Kingdom platform, the Basketball Zone platform. We got love for them. They got some great deals going on, so make sure you check them out as well. Boy, oh boy. Okay. So the details of the trade was the Grizzlies sending Jonas Valanciunas and the number 17 pick, number 51 pick for Steven Adams, Eric Bledsoe, the number 10 pick, number 40 pick, and a future top 10 protected first round pick that is coming from the Los Angeles Lakers. Okay, and let me repeat that again. Valanciunas, number 17 and 51 for Steven Adams, Eric Bledsoe, number 10, 40, and a future first round pick that is top 10 protected from the LA Lakers. Wow. Okay, so first thoughts from I think a lot of people was, oh my God, the Pelicans made a trade to clear up space, right? And they did, because now they'll have the ability to have the cap space to either match for Lonzo Ball. They got Josh Hart coming up, and that also gives them the flexibility to go after a guy like Kyle Lowry. Now, I was talking to a good friend of mine, actually a good friend of the show, Coach AC, who is now an assistant coach in Division I basketball. And we were talking, he's a big Pelicans fan. We were talking about what they needed. And the first name that he popped up, that he brought to my attention was Kyle Lowry, right? He's actually I remember now, an assistant coach for Drake. So Drake basketball, hell of a basketball program. And that was a name he brought up, Kyle Lowry. And that is the same name that Adrian Wojnarowski brought up today after the trade was done. Kyle Lowry. They now have a chance, which, who knows? Why wouldn't you want to play with Zion? Why wouldn't you want to play with Ingram? Although Ingram, on the flip side of all that, he said he's okay with going to teams like the Miami Heat. So it's going to be a hell of a week. So that's one aspect of the trade. New Orleans creates flexibility. They moved down 7 spots. They still got the number 17 pick. I feel like whoever they wanted, they felt like that player would be available at number 17, right? How's everybody doing, by the way? In all the comment section. I'll get to you guys soon. But they also get a solid, I believe he's much, much better than Steven Adams, who is way past his prime. I think a lot of people overrate Steven Adams. I don't think he's that good of a player anymore. Bledsoe, I still think he's a good player. And if he comes off the bench, which he most likely will, that's a nice backup to have for John Morant, a nice insurance policy to have for the Memphis Grizzlies. So I like that move too. And Woj also broke that the Grizzlies have intentions of drafting my guy Josh Giddey from Australia, which is very interesting because when they traded for the number 10 pick, the first thing that popped into my mind was, okay, they now have a chance to go get Moses Moody, which makes a lot of sense for the Grizzlies, right? Moving into the top 10, I'm going to go grab that guy. But apparently the pick, I don't know if this is smokescreen or not. Some agents sending this out to Woj. Josh Giddey is the name. They want Josh Giddey at all costs. It's just like, okay. So they must be really high. Not sure if he's worked out for them. I don't think he has. But that's the name. That is the name. How's everybody doing? Ja with Steven Adams is a damn good combo. See, I don't agree with that. I think Ja Morant with Valanciunas is a great combo, and it's worked. So I get it, though. Like, they were trying to move up, and if this is their guy, hey, you have to trust the process. You have to trust the process because they've been successful at making draft picks. The Grizzlies have been very good as of late. And if he is their guy at number 10, which I think he will be available at number 10, then that's a good move for them because that's what they wanted. They were bold, and I love when teams are bold. I love it. Right? So that is from Memphis's perspective. They get a center. I think he's a backup center, Steven Adams. They get a nice backup insurance policy with Eric Bledsoe. They take in a lot of salary, right? But they also move down. That's pretty much the trade in a nutshell. It's a great way to start this insane week of coverage, this insane week of a bunch of rumors that are going to be swirling around. The NBA draft is on Thursday. Then a few days later, we got NBA free agency. Teams are beginning to make moves or want to make moves because they have to clear cap space to either keep players or try and sign players. And even though I did say Kyle Lowry for the Pelicans, there was a rumor out there that both he and DeMar DeRozan would love to play for the Lakers. Now, how would the Lakers get that done? I'm not sure. But if the Lakers got both of those dudes, I hate to admit it, but that would make them the favorites to win the championship again. Barring injury, of course. Always barring injury. Like, you never make a statement like that saying, oh, well, if this guy's hurt. No, like, healthy roster with AD, LeBron, DeMar, and Kyle Lowry, to me, that makes them the favorites. And I'm a big Bucks fanatic in the sense that I love what they did. Huge fan of Giannis. And I'm so happy that he won the NBA championship because now that gives the small market teams hope. And now it shows that if you're a true competitor and you're a winner and you want to do it the real way, which is the way that Giannis did it, that is a real mother hover. If you know what I'm talking about, man. That's a hooper right there. He's a guy that says, I could have gone to super team and just played my role. But you know what? I did it on my team, on my terms, and that's how you do it. I went into Brooklyn Game 7, beat them. I was down 0-2 against the Suns in the finals, beat them. Man, gotta love it. You got to love it. I think this worked out for the New Orleans Pelicans. That's what Skip says. How's everybody doing? Make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Again, our draft prospect breakdowns are available. Our podcasts are available if you guys haven't checked them out. I think this is a good trade for both sides because both sides had an agenda. And I feel like both teams accomplished what they wanted to accomplish. So who is the winner? Only time will tell, but I feel like as of today, what is this? July 26th, both teams accomplished their goal of improving at least on July 26th. I feel like Memphis felt like maybe they couldn't get any big-time names in free agency, so they used some of that cap space to bring in guys, veterans, right? Veterans to allow them to make maybe even a deeper playoff push next season, along with moving up in the draft and getting number 10. And they think Josh Giddey is that guy. It's not guaranteed. I don't think anything's guaranteed, but we'll just report it out. So you got to take that, and that has to hold some type of weight, right? But in other news, Martin says, what are the Pelicans doing? Ingram gone too, but they want to keep Lonzo. I don't think so. I think there's a lot of agents just, texting big-time reporters or just reporters, just in general, certain news, and I don't think they move Ingram unless they get like a bigger star. You know what I'm saying? So like if the Pelicans got a bunch of draft capital from the Lakers, and I just don't see them moving Ingram. You know what I mean? Like unless it's for a star. So right now it's about surrounding Ingram and Zion with the best players possible. A very good point guard like Lowry would get the job done, but if they do indeed get or match for Lonzo Ball, which I don't think he's going to stay, to be honest with you. I don't think he's staying there. I think they like Kyra Lewis. I think they like uh, Alexander, but we'll see. We'll see. I know there was some rumors of potentially, I don't know who it was, but you have to always take certain takes on Twitter with a grain of salt because a lot of the times it's false. It's just a dude just tweeting out there. But the Kings were mentioned in the potential Ingram move. That's not happening unless they give up Tyrese Halliburton. We all know that. Now, if Tyrese was part of a package, I think the Pelicans would gladly take it because then you combine Tyrese with Zion. That'd be the perfect match in the pick and roll. Just overall, I think both teams would win in that scenario because the Kings get the wing scorer that they need, and then the Pelicans get the point guard. Then they don't have to match anything for Lonzo. And I still think they won't match anything for Lonzo Ball, to be completely honest with you. That's just what I think, though. Jonas fits better with Zion and Ingram, and you only move down 7 spots in a deep draft. Good move for both teams. Yeah, again, I think it's a good move on July 26th for both teams. Now we have to wait and see who they draft and then what they do in free agency. Then the verdict will be, and even then the verdict still won't be complete per se, but as we continue to move forward, this trade being the first trade has moved a lot of dominoes, right? And every time something breaks, we'll try to come on YouTube and talk about the trades that were made. So as of right now, let me see. As of right now, there hasn't been any other news. Let's talk about some of the rumors real fast. I wanted to do a solo pod on just rumors. This is more just a video of talking about this trade. But there was a huge rumor over the weekend that had the Lakers potentially trading Kyle Kuzma to the Kings for Buddy Hield. Now, I've been very honest about this. I think the Kings have a little bit of the leverage here, knowing that the Lakers have shopped Kyle Kuzma league-wide. They've offered him to a lot of teams, and he has vocally came out and said that he pretty much doesn't want to be a Laker anymore. He wants to move on, get a fresh start. So, they also hold the number 22 pick. Now, how would it work from a salary cap perspective? How much money can they go over the cap? They don't care about paying the luxury tax, which that's what the Lakers do. That's what NBA championship teams do and big market teams do. They're not concerned about the luxury tax. But they also need elite shooting, and that's what Buddy Hield provides. The big question is, are they willing to risk essentially giving up cap space and an asset and a pick for Buddy, knowing that he's not good defensively? So the question is, can Buddy Hield be good enough, at least from a team defensive perspective, to stay on the floor during the fourth quarter? The answer to me is yes, because when you enter a culture like the Lakers, who have won an NBA championship, who have LeBron James, who have Anthony Davis, who have a very good head coach and coaching staff who prioritize on defense, he's coming into a culture where everyone gets held accountable. That's where I believe Buddy Hield would flourish in. So the question is not, will he thrive offensively? I think he's going to thrive offensively without question. His shots will be a lot cleaner than he would ever get in Sacramento. So he's going to be fine offensively. But the question with Buddy Hield will always be, can he play solid team defense within the constraints of their defensive scheme? I believe the answer is yes, because of how the Lakers hold players accountable. He'd be a very good fit. So I see it this way: the Lakers are in need of an elite shooter. You have that in Buddy Hield. The Kings need defense. Kyle Kuzma. Now the question is, which is fair to ask, is Kyle Kuzma more uh, of a player that is known to be a good defender? Because obviously today, I believe he is a good defender. But was it more of their scheme, hiding his deficiencies, and the system making him look like he's a better defender? That's a real question, and I would love to get my boy Cranges McBasketball, one of the best analytics guys for the Lakers media, I would say, and he said he would be down to come down, but he's on the beach with his family. I was texting him, and that's a question that I would love to ask, because when did Kyle Kuzma improve defensively, and why did his game offensively digress? I don't watch much of Kyle Kuzma, so I wouldn't be able to answer that, and I know a lot of you guys wouldn't either. So those are the questions that concern me about Kyle Kuzma. And it's fair to ask, right? But he does come on a much better contract, which I'm not mad about. And you can't really teach 6'8", 6'9", which I like the versatility and just the size that the Kings badly need. You know, you don't have to bring back Mo Harkless anymore if this deal goes through. And again, I don't make the deal without the number 22 pick. You get the number 22 pick. Now you're looking at guys on my big board who I would really like at number 22. So that is the enticing factor if you do make this trade. You clear it from cap space. It still doesn't guarantee you Richaun Holmes, though. At the end of the day, the Kings are in a bad position to re-sign Richaun Holmes, because Richaun Holmes will command nothing less than $15 million per season. He's going to get $15 million per season on any team that he signs with. On any team that he signs with, he will get $15 million. I am convinced of that. I am 1,000% convinced of that. So, can the Kings get to that number? If they get to that number, there is still no guarantee that they re-sign Richaun Holmes. So from the Laker perspective, I think it's a win-win. I don't think they care about that draft pick, and why wouldn't you do it, right? Cran just said he'd do it in a heartbeat, and he has a good feel for what the Lakers are doing, for what the Lakers need. And from the Kings' perspective, I would say it's a fresh start for Kyle Kuzma. And if you do get that asset and you clear up some cap space, then that's also a win-win, which is a rare occasion when you have a win-win trade, especially for two teams who haven't made a trade in God knows how long. But that it's a real thing. The Kings and Lakers don't make deals. This would be the second in 30, 40 years, bro. So that is my quick initial take on this potential Kyle Kuzma for Buddy Hield trade. Let me know what you guys think about that. CG says Trey Murphy, Trey Mann, Cam Thomas, Highland, Josh Christopher in the 20s are all great prospects. 1,000% agree, bro. The thing is, I don't think Trey Murphy will be there. He's going to go under 20. Like, I can see him going 15 to 19, to be honest with you. I love Trey Murphy. You ain't got to talk about Trey Mann. I love Trey Mann. Now, if Trey Mann is there at 22, oh my gosh, that would be a steal. You know, you get rid of Buddy, and then you don't bring back TD. You insert Trey Mann to essentially be a nice 6'5" combo guard that can be on the ball or be off the ball, that has exceptional shooting. Oh my gosh. I mean, that's a match made in heaven. Skilled all the way around. I mean, this kid is skilled. Teams are sleeping on him. He said it today. He's the best player in the draft. Obviously, you got to have that mindset. Anyone got to have that mindset, right? But still, like, his ability to shoot the ball with unlimited range should make you feel comfortable that his game will translate very well to the NBA level. And I believe that. That's why he's in the top 10 on my big board. Now, my big board, separate video. Can't wait to post that. I've been swapping some of my guys. So I got 4 tiers. I've been swapping some guys in like tier 3 and 4. I would say my first 2 tiers are set. Well, my first tier for sure set. My second tier, half of my second tier, I would say I'm still kind of unsure. Again, at the end of the day, I'm trying to be right. You know, like I'm competitive. You know, I'm only doing top 30. Like, I'm not doing top 60 or how many prospects there are. I'm only doing top 30. So if you're in my top 30, I expect you to be something in the NBA. For sure. I expect you to be something in the NBA. But that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it. Stay tuned for more content today. Have your notifications turned on. Make sure you hit the like button as soon as possible. Helps us out a lot. We're breaking down all the trades that happen all day long tomorrow and the next day. We might have a live show at Medici, Sacramento for draft day, so stay tuned for that. Follow us on social media at Basketball Zone Official or at Cowbell Kingdom. Again, Basketball Zone Official on Instagram or Cowbell_Kingdom. Thank you guys so much, and on behalf of the entire family, we'll see you on the next one.